Hello, everybody. So we're going to do some more stuff today. We are going to look at bi-directional controls. One of the funniest thing you could ever do. All right, we're going to apply it to just our engine controls, but we can do it with body control modules. And what do you get if you do it with a body control module? You get to beep the horn with a scan tool. You get to spray washer fluid with the scan tool. You can unlock doors with a scan tool. You can lock doors. You can pop trunks. You can turn lights on. You can anything. Anything the computer controls, you can do it. But we're going to do it with the engine controls only. And we're going to do it for my 99 Chevy truck since it is here at my house and I have a scan tool here at my house that I can use. Now, naturally, the scan tools that you'll use in your lab will be the Matgo or the Tech 2 or things like that. But you'll see with my Snap-on one, the access is the same. You're going into the same sections no matter what you're doing. Right? So we're going to look at why. So why? Well, didn't I tell you that the path of least resistance for testing is a good thing? I say being lazy is the best way to go about it. You go after the things that are the most common things that you can go to and easiest to get to. Well, if we can control something, let's say we have a fuel pump the fuel pump relay that's not clicking. Well, what if we can go in and we see the computer's controlling that relay, which we know it does, and we turn it on with the computer, and the relay clicks and the fuel pump turns on. What did we just prove? We just proved that all of that wiring was good. And it worked. So now we can focus on just why is it not coming on, because we know everything else is good. Right? Let's say we have a car that fails inspection because the check engine light is not on. Right? You cycle the key on and it's supposed to light up to show that it bulb works, but it doesn't come on. Well, we can pull the whole instrument cluster out and look to see if there's a bulb in it that works and then do testing. Or we can turn it on with the scan tool, and if it turns on, we know it's good, and then we can figure out why it's not. Right? So it's a tool that lets us cut a whole lot of stuff out of the equation. And that's what we want to do. There's so many things that can be controlled, but I went outside tonight and I plugged my scan tool into my truck and I found a bunch of things that we can do that are accessible on it. And we're going to talk it through on a wiring diagram with this half. So this way you can see where this plays a role. And then I'm going to go outside tomorrow and I am going to videotape these things in action and then pair that with this. All right. So let's look at the first thing. I made a map. Look. That's a map that tells me all the windows that are open on the top of my screen and which wiring diagram is which. All right. So we're going to start all the way on the end here. And what do we got? We got an air conditioning compressor. If we notice, we see there is a powertrain control module involved here. That's our gateway. So if we look here, we can see that our PCM is here. Well, it controls a switch, right? We got a switch over here. We got a switch over here, right? All these things are telling the computer what's going on. Here we have relay control, right? Here we have a relay. And here we got an air conditioning compressor coil, clutch assembly. So the way this system works is here we're hot at all times. We have a fuse. We go into 30 of the relay. In order to get to 87, we have to energize our magnet in our relay. Well, we got battery power going to 86. So what must the computer apply to the other side? Ground. And if we look down, we see it is actually a driver that pulls it to ground. So when this computer sees these inputs and it sees the AC request come from the climate control head, it grounds this, which becomes magnetized, flips this, and turns the compressor on. Right, so let's say we have a vehicle that's out of refrigerant, right? We have a compressor that doesn't come on for whatever the reason. Well, could it be refrigerant? Sure. Could it be a bad clutch? Sure. Could it be a bad ground? Sure. Could it be a bad relay? Sure. Right? It could be any of these things. But if I can take the computer and I can ground this control and our air conditioning compressor turns on, what did we just prove? We proved this fuse is good, this fuse is good, this relay is good, this compressor clutch is good, this ground is good, and the computer's good. Right? So what does that lead us to? Why isn't the computer turning it on? If the computer's not turning it on, maybe it's one of these things. Maybe some of these inputs is telling the wrong thing. Or maybe there's no refrigerant in it. Right? So by being able to control it and turn it on with that, we can turn our attention off of electric and turn it towards inputs. Right? We know the computer's healthy.